Welcome to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm, of course, Dr. Cush, along with my barback Kyle. I'm not a real doctor, but I did spend almost 2 decades running some of LA's best bars. After years of teaching classes and training bartenders, I want to demystify the cocktail world for you. Let's try a few new things as I open up my bar to everybody. Belly up, chat, and let's have a drink. Welcome, everybody, to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I am, of course... Oh, dang. We got to do that all over again. 1 second. Lights weren't on. Ready? Let's try it again. Welcome, everybody, to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I am, of course, Dr. Cush. Tonight, I'm repeating a costume. I thought it was too clever to not. So I will be Beetlejuice and soda. I have soda right here. A Beetlejuice and soda. Obviously, the Beetlejuice suit. I got all... This is... it actually says goose on here. I got the American patch. The Top Gun situation over here. Got the black eyes like Beetlejuice. And I have soda. A Beetlejuice and soda. So, for those of you who don't know why that's annoying or why that's funny, I guess don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to explain why it's funny. A lot of times in bars, especially on Halloween, people will walk up. I was going to go as Beetlejuice and vodka. That's what I went for on the mixed Halloween thing. A lot of people walk up at a bar on their first day and they will say, hey, can I get a Grey Goose and vodka? And we'll say, what? What is a Grey Goose and vodka? And then eventually we just knew that it meant soda. And so we stopped even making fun of them. But now we're just Grey Goose, or we're Beetlejuice and soda. For, of course, the Fall of Fizz. Now, what are we doing tonight? We are going to do some scary, spooky stuff. We are going to turn one of my original cocktails, perfect, I think, for the season, the Love, Blood, and Zombie. We're going to turn that into a fizz. By how? Adding soda water. No big deal. We're going to do something that the internet hates. Hate when I do it. Don't like to even talk about when I start playing with dry ice. I have a whole tub of it. Look how cold this dry ice is. Stuck to the bottoms. That's chilly. And then we're going to do the scariest thing of all. Ooh. We're going to attempt to bring people in to a video chat. I wish that thing worked better. Anyway, that's the theory today. We will be... Let's see if this even comes up right now. We will be jumping into this. And hopefully over on this side, there will be some of you. We're going to try it. We're going to try it again. Thank you, Kyle. So spooky. This is the spookiest show of the year when we try new things. Or try things that have not worked yet. That's what we're up to. So we are going to face our failure. And hopefully, by the end of it, we will have a new way to invite people in. Oh, I even got the goose. These are actually, I went to that Halloween store. These are actually Goose's dog tags. They were the only ones you could buy that said, it's like this. Like that. They're the only ones that said Goose on them. Everybody else, Maverick. Not a lot of fans of Goose, apparently. But I couldn't have been Beetle Maverick. That would have been stupid. Let me say hello to the people. Hello, Espen. I believe Espen, it's already past Halloween for Espen. So, Espen, how did it go? Do you tell us how Halloween ends? Is it spooky? Spooky as Halloween there is? Hopefully. Are you celebrating? Do kids come to your house, Espen? Tell us all about it. We need to know. Good evening and a blah, blah, blah to you, Shawnee Panabaker. We're almost over this cough, hopefully. Espen's welcome you to the VIP lounge. We will maybe have a VIP lounge tonight. We're going to try it either way. Bon Bon is ready. She's going to have her costume. Hopefully, we'll be able to see that costume from Bon Bon. Because we're going to do the VIP lounge. This suddenly doesn't work. Let's see who else we got here. Scotty the Boy, happy Halloween to you, Scotty the Boy. Hopefully you're doing good. Winner of the 2024 Cush Tucky Derby. Happy Halloween to both the husbands and all the husband's family. I believe we call those in-laws. That was stupid. Roger G, happy Halloween to you, Roger G. Roger G, I saw earlier, really enjoys Halloween, or maybe he, it's officially, no, never mind. Really enjoys furries. Not the same thing as enjoying Halloween, but we will take it. We will accept it. He has a favorite furry, and that is just fine. Happy Halloween to April DeBoy. Good to see you. Very clever costume. Thank you. Thank you. I have to keep it up. I was Jungle Jim Henson a few years ago. And then I was a bottle of maraschino liqueur. And then last year I was the Licorax 43. I was the Licorax. I spoke 43s. This year I am Beetle, Goose, and Soda. They just mean double. That is not what they mean ever, Scotty DeBoy. When they come up and they order a Goose and Soda, it usually means that they've been drinking doubles all night. And now forget exactly what's going on. It's a great cocktail. Yes, I agree. It's a very nice cocktail. Boov Maverick, indeed. Maverick was the worst. Oh, sorry for my poor Dracula attempt with the blah, blah, blah. Does he say blah, blah, blah? Oh, I guess a little bit. The UF market, trick or treat to you, pal. Yeah, I speak 43s. I was the Licorax, and I spoke 43s. Nobody got it. And you know what? I don't think people get this one either. I think maybe you guys understood that Beetle Goose. It's two things, but Beetle Goose and Soda. That was darn clever. Let's get into it. We are going to make a classic cocktail from the mind of Dr. Cush himself. Oh, real quick, let me just see. I got to see if anybody's over on Instagram. I feel like I've been ignoring my Instagram girlies. There's 2 people over on Instagram. If you guys are watching on Instagram, hey, do me a favor. Hop on over to YouTube. There's so many people over on YouTube. We're all just chitting and chatting, hanging out. I think YouTube is great. If you're watching over on Facebook, nobody is. Don't worry about Facebook. If you're watching over on Instagram, pop on over. Say hi to all the cushies over here. Okay. We're getting into a classic cocktail from the mind. The perilous mind. What kind of mind would I like to have? From the, not dangerous, that's ridiculous. From the outrageous, no, that's from the cantankerous. From the defenestrated. We'll do defenestrated. From the defenestrated mind of Dr. Cush, we are here at Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks to make you one of his favorite cocktails that he's ever created. This was ranked a 5-star from the Apostle of Tiki. Now, I know that the Apostle of Tiki is also a friend of mine and also a friend of the show. But I will tell you right now, it was very difficult to finally get a 5-star cocktail from the Apostle of Tiki. So I'm going to have to say this is big. It's a very simple cocktail. There's a little bit of doing beforehand. I thought about it for a minute. I thought maybe today we could just sit and show you how to make wine syrup. And then I thought, that seems boring. So instead, I'm just going to tell you how wine syrup's made. It's very similar to every other syrup. Some sugar, some liquid, and some other substances. Heat them up, and they come together. But what I wanted to do with this cocktail, I'll give you guys the whole theory. You guys going somewhere? Well, you can't go anywhere. Kids are coming. The theory of this cocktail was I wanted to make a simple version of the zombie, right? I wanted to make a simple version of the zombie, but I wanted it to have some effect. The zombie, when you serve it to somebody, you slide it across the thing, they say, oh, it's just kind of pink. I don't want just kind of a pink cocktail. I want like a, if I'm having a zombie, I want it to like bite me or have like brains floating in it or something. That is not what the zombie looks like. So I wanted to make it with a little bit of a little zhuzh. Excuse me. A little zhuzh, we call it in the cocktail world. Then we cough our lungs out, and then we go on with our lives. So let's make this cocktail. We are going to fling, fling, open this guy up. This is a shaken cocktail. If it ever, we are going to make a cocktail that has a little zhuzh. We want it to be a shaken cocktail. Now, 2 different types of rum. We are scaling that down from the classic zombie recipe, which is 3 different types of rum. So now we're only doing 2. Honestly, it's a third off. And that, in this economy, you can't pass that up. You can't pass that up. So we're going to take, we're going to step over here. We're going to grab some of this. This is Smith & Cross. Ooh. Smith & Cross. This is the good stuff. This is Bon Bon's bottle. Thank you, Bon Bon, for being a sponsor of the show. It actually is now called Bon Bon and Smith & Cross. Traditional Jamaican rum. Look for Jamaican rum, my friends. Something that is going to hold up. We're going to be hitting this with some big flavs. So I need you guys to find a rum that's going to hold up to those flavors. It does not have to be overproofed. Excuse me. That cough is not going away. But it does have to have some hogo to it. All right? Hogo. We need 1.5 ounces. 1.5 ounces of a funky, fun, interesting, cantankerous, don't worry about cantankerous, a hogo forward, or at least a funk forward Jamaican rum. 1.5 ounces. A very happy Halloween to Cozy Mom. Hello, Cozy Mom. Always a pleasure. It's me now, but we're not going to call her It's Me. That's never going to work. We know, of course, we're not buffoons at this point. We know what goes into a zombie. I assume grenadine, cinnamon syrup, other things. Don't make me think of them right now. But one of the things that definitely goes into them is going to be grapefruit juice. Now, did I make this grapefruit juice at home? No. I was recently on assignment. I knew I was going to be making a lot of cocktails, so I put my grapefruit juice into a squeeze bottle. These squeeze bottles, freaking awesome for everything other than storing juices. So I'm going to try and use this grapefruit juice first. We need, in order to get our grapefruit juice up, because this was Don's recipe after all, and he did put in Don's mix, and Don's mix is, of course, 2 parts grapefruit, 1 part cinnamon syrup. So we're going to be putting in 3/4 of an ounce of some grapefruit juice. Excellent. Awesome. How long have we been going for? Oh my gosh. Got a lot to get through tonight, guys. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to reach in here. What are we going to look for? Anything that it'll give us. Specifically, lime juice. In case you missed it, and I know that Doug did. Did I say hi to Doug? I feel like I saw Doug, and then maybe I just skipped over his name. Let's see if Doug's still here. There's Doug. Howdy, y'all. Howdy, Doug. Good to see you. I saw his name, and then I just skipped right over it. Good to see you, Dougie. This right here, lime juice. Does this seem like maybe the world is tilted a little bit? We'll just then. There we go. Pretty good. This is lime juice. This is not technically lime juice. No, this is what we call pseudo citrus, or we're going to be calling it pseudo juice right here. This is, it's got an eye on it because that signifies lime to me. The original zombie had lime juice. Why not split our citrus base a little bit? We are going to put in 1/2 ounce of some lime juice. Give it a little shake just in case. 1/2 ounce of this. Excellent. All right. Now, we wanted it to have a little theater. So we are going to add a little theater to it. And the theater is going to be in the form of this. This right here is my proprietary blend of wine syrup. Wine syrup. Proprietary. Not that any of you couldn't figure it out. You guys know how I make syrups. I think you do. I think that's pretty much an open secret at this point. Oh my gosh. What's going on? Oh, we're calling Doug. Doug. Oh, say my name 3 times. No, here, good. I didn't know if Kyle was yelling at Doug, and I was going to tell Kyle not to yell at Doug. I already skipped his name, so that's no good. This right here is wine syrup. It's very, very simple to make, and it works out in a lot of great cocktails, especially since we're going into the winter months. This is a great time. This is a great time. Thought I saw a ghost. To have some wine syrup going. If you've ever had something like glühwein, or what are the other words for it? There's like hot spiced wine. Is that what we call it? Rum wine? You ever had anything like that, but you think, ooh, I can't drink too much of that. I just want a little of that flavor. I don't want all of it. Hey, try Dr. Cush's proprietary blend of wine syrup. Very simple to make. Incredibly simple to make. It is just putting in 2 parts of the worst wine you can find. All right, glüg. Thank you, Bon Bon. I believe we've made glüg on the show. That is where we almost lit the whole bar on fire. We made glüg. Anyway, we are. What was I saying? Anyway, he ever said I love that glüg stuff. I love that now I can't think of the other words. The hot spice wine. I like that stuff, but I can only take a little bit of it. What you want to do in order to make this stuff is 2 parts of the worst wine you can find. I love to buy boxed wine from Costco. $14.99 for their Cabernet. It's going to call it a Cabaret, but it is a Cabernet wine. It is very bad. Okay, well now let's Mad Dog. Mad Dog does not count. Do not make it with Mad Dog. Find a wine. Find one that has like a real name. Do not buy Charbonnet or something like that. Find a Chardonnay that you're gonna throw out anyway. Or, you know, you've already made some sangria this year. You got some wine sticking around. 2 parts wine, 1 part sugar. Then you want to throw in, usually I do 2 cups of wine, 1 cup of sugar, and then I throw in 1 stick of cinnamon, about 8 allspice berries, allspice units, and about 10 cloves. And I just let that slowly simmer until, and this is how you know it's done. I don't have a time for you guys. I can only tell you the way that you know it's done is by taking a spoon, sticking it in to the mixture, pulling it out, and if wine sticks to the side, you are good. That's how you know it's done. It should have a very sticky consistency. You see how I turn this? And suddenly we get that real blood look. That is what we're looking for. If it doesn't stick to the side like this, is there a good way to put it? Oh yeah, it gets my belly. If it doesn't stick to the side like this, it doesn't count. That is just really sugary wine, which is okay. That's okay. This is the issue with this cocktail. We're going to be putting this part in 2 steps. So we're going to start by putting this in by quarters. All right. 1/4 of an ounce of our wine syrup. Don't worry. We're going to put the rest of it in later, but we want that effect to happen. So go ahead and put in 1/4 of an ounce of your wine syrup. And I don't know how many of you do this. I hope none of you. Don't just throw this away. All right, just because you didn't use it right now, just be, you know, we can use stuff twice. I hope you guys know that. Put this right up to the side, because now it's time to shake. We're gonna shake this guy up. Bloop. Lots and lots of ice. We have 2 floats going on this thing. I love. Is that in the opening video? I love that part. Yes. That is in the opening video where I panic because I relit the glüg. I'll tell you the whole story real quick. I was out at my friend Carl's house that day. He had given me glüg. I liked it very much. He sent me some glüg home, so I drank the glüg when I got home, and then I did the show. Well, then I decided, hey, why not on the show? We'll do some glüg. So I started making glüg. The first time I lit the glüg on fire, it wasn't any good. The second time I lit it on fire, it went up like a fireball. Now that's fine, that's dandy, that's okay. The issue was Jen was gone, and this almost never happens, Kyle was also gone that day. So I was all by myself. I was afraid that those two were watching the show and were going to find a way to come home and like find me just dead in a fire. And that's just the last thing I want. I want to die in some sort of heroic accident, not in a stupid accident. Heroic accident, not a stupid accident. We're gonna give this one a shake. Pretty good shake. Since it's my drink, I decide this is going to be pumped and dumped. Kind of a pink drink. Kind of a pink drink. We're going to put a little bit more ice in here. Not a ton more ice because we have lots more to put in here. Now, it's a beetle shake. What is a beetle shake, Kyle? That does the joke. I feel like the pun doesn't make any sense. Oh, there, see, Cozy Mom knows. Shake, 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 Sonora. That's from the movie. I promise you 2 rums. I only delivered on 1. We're going to float a rum on top of here. We're going to find a 151 proof rum. That means 75.5% alcohol. We're going to go with the classic. This is the actual rum from Zombies. This is the Lemon Heart 151. Still can find this stuff, I imagine, in most places. I know in Los Angeles you certainly can. I don't know about the rest of the world. Anybody else from the rest of the world, let me know. Where can you find the Lemon Heart and Sons? You gotta have the Sons in there. Otherwise, it's just a lonely old man drinking 151. Half an ounce of 151 floated on top. There we go. Now we got a 2-tone cocktail. We want this thing to be 3 tones, please. The cinnamon inside of the, oh, they say it isn't. Oh, it's a different blend these days. They say it isn't. It is. How long ago did that start? I think I have some old bottles of Lemon Heart 151. Do you think they could be worth money now? Luckily, I have 3 bottles. Oh, the red label. Dang. I don't think I have any red labels. I'm going to go look. All right. This right here, this would be a somewhat sour cocktail. A pretty boozy cocktail, but somewhat sour. Because we only have a 1/4 of an ounce in here that is counteracting the grapefruit juice and the lime juice. So we need something else. We can think and think and think all we want. But we've already used it. We've already used it. We're going to put a new float on here. Oh, dang. Why did I not have that ready? I think my situation... Oh, drinking. Yes.
It's a floater!
Why is this not working? Let's see if we just shut this down. Maybe it'll open back up and not have the bubbles. We'll try it. This right here is wine syrup. Do you guys remember from moments ago?
It's a floater!
We're going to shut this down and we're going to see if we can't get it to start up again because I want these all night. We're going to try again. Okay. Anyway, we are going to float our wine syrup on top. The reason we only put a 1/4 in early is because we need to see all of the blood soaking down. That's what we want. We got to have it. I turn into Joe Biden all of a sudden. Come on. Got to have it. Come on, guys. It's more Carrie, Dana Carvey doing whatever. Go ahead and put in a 1/2 ounce, count it out, a float of your cinnamon, clove, and allspice wine syrup. There we go. And then we're going to slowly float this on top. There's an egg on your head, and the blood is floating down. Blood is floating down. And now, my friends, 2 tones turns into, I don't know, I guess it's still just 1 tone. Float that on top. If you want to give it a little stir, you can. That wine syrup will certainly be heavy enough to get down to the bottom. So you should have a pretty evenly dispersed. It should be pretty evenly all the way down. Now, obviously, there's less ice down here, so this looks a little darker. But you should have a very nice, dark, rummy cocktail. Again, I don't want to brag. I don't want to boast. But the Apostle of Tiki did tell me that this was one of his only 5-star cocktails. So hopefully you guys like it too. Go ahead and shove a straw deep in there. If you want to put a garnish in there, okay. It's my cocktail. I created it. So I'm saying don't do that. I say just the wine floating down is a good enough version of a garnish. But here we go. Oh, let me real quick say hello to hi to my friend Dale Martin. Dale, one of the greatest bartenders I've ever worked with. Good to see you, buddy. Dale and I opened up the, what do you call it? The Queensberry a long time ago. I hope you're doing well, buddy. I forget where you were last time. I got to come see you. Cheers to you. Cheers to everybody. Always a pleasure. What do we say? Always a pleasure. Never a chore. Oh boy, the kids still got it. A lot going on in this cocktail. I don't believe that I can just go on bragging about my cocktail, but I do think it's a good cocktail. The Beetlejuice part of me will absolutely brag about this cocktail. The Goose part of me will tell you, be humble, pal. The vodka inside of me will do a whole different thing. It's really nice. Hopefully you guys, I've been making this cocktail, I feel like now, for 3 Halloweens in a row. It's become more of a tradition than me dressing up in a stupid punny outfit. But hopefully you guys got a chance to make this at some point and really enjoyed it. So that's what I'm really hoping happened with you guys. So there we go. Okay. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't make it with dry ice. Let's see how that works. We are going to, because you want your cocktail when it's with dry ice. Get out of here. You don't want your cocktail to be too gosh darn cold. The warmer the cocktail. Should we just make another cocktail? Let's just make another cocktail. I don't know why I'm pretending like we can't just have 2 cocktails tonight. Put that one back in there. What should we make? Oh, I took a picture of a cocktail we should make. Another one of my fun cocktails. Hold on. We're going to make a cocktail right now called the Living Dead. I've made this one a few times too. Where did I put it? Oh, in my pictures. 1 second. Where are my screenshots? How do I screenshot something? Somebody help me. Oh, it's on this phone. Guys. My gosh. We're all over the place. Screenshots. Screenshot? Nope. Where do screenshots live? Don't text me right now. I can't help you. This is unless that's somebody writing me about screenshots. You're being unhelpful. Scariest thing I can do. Looking for my own stuff. You guys just gonna hang out? Oh, let me say hi to Jeremy Foote. Hello, Jeremy Foote. Cheers to you. Files. Screenshots. Found it. Okay, Living Dead. A while ago, I decided I thought it would be a good point. I thought it would be a good exercise for me specifically to do some classes over the 7 types of cocktails. In my humble opinion, and it is humble, made a great drink here, but pretty humble opinion. In my humble opinion, I believe there are only 7 cocktails. Anyway, I went through all the different types of cocktails and I made them. I made all those cocktails. And then from there, I tried to create a brand new cocktail in the vein of the cocktails we had. Anyway, excuse me. During the old-fashioned week, which I believe was week 1, I created a cocktail called the Living Dead. The Living Dead's idea was that I wanted to create an old-fashioned version of the zombie. Not the zombie the way they used to make it back then. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in the style of an old-fashioned, I wanted to make a zombie. And I think I did pretty good. Let's find those screenshots again. So I know exactly what goes into it. Okay, we're going to be making this one in glass. Oh no, Kyle? Kyle, I need a glass. I'm out of glass. Kyle, please find me a glass, and we'll get this going. The idea, of course, with warm in glass. That's what we want. We want a warm in glass. The issue, of course, with or the structure for these old-fashioned cocktails is that it really just follows the original cocktails, which were bitters, booze, and sugar. Bitters, booze, and sugar. So we need to find different ways to sugar these things, bitter these things, and then find the correct alcohols to put in them. As Kyle, I can hear. Oh, there he goes. Kyle's bringing it in. Oh, great. Oh, short. Oh, Kyle has a costume. Here it comes. Kyle is a mouse. So I'll grab that from you. Thank you. Yeah, that's Kyle's a mouse. Pretty proud of yourself? Thank you. Okay, good. Good work there, Kyle. Yeah, Kyle the mouse. People saying cute Kyle. Yes, very cute, Kyle. Okay. The Living Dead, what we want to do is we want to find ways to get sugar, bitters, and booze, and that only that into our cocktail. And so we will remind ourselves how we make it. We want to put in, let's start off with the cheap ingredients first. We're going to reach down here. The sugar we're putting in here is not just going to be regular old sugar. It's not even going to be Demerara sugar. No, we wanted to find a way to make the zombie work for this. So we're going to be putting in cinnamon simple syrup and grenadine. I have both of those down here. We're going to reach down here and grab this. Grab this. This right here, of course, cinnamon syrup. This right here, of course, grenadine. Still waiting for Kyle to dress up as Thing from Addams Family. I think that's just a hand, isn't it? We need a 1/4 ounce of some grenadine. Oh, I heard some ringing. I believe that means that a child has shown up at the bar. And we want to put in a 1/4 ounce of some cinnamon syrup. Doing great there so far. Put these over here. Hopefully we keep them out of the shot. We're going to want them back. Okay, now we want to find our bitters. There are a number of ways to bitter this cocktail, obviously, but the best way to do it, because we're not going to be putting in any juice back here, is to pray that we still have our grapefruit bitters back here somewhere. Those are peach bitters. Uh-oh. Should have done a little what do you call it when you look before? Plum. Lemon. Black walnuts, rhubarb, peach. Oh my gosh, do we not have any grapefruit bitters up here? This is going to be a tragedy. Oh well. Let's pretend instead that rhubarb bitters are grapefruit bitters. So just pretend that these are grapefruit bitters. These are grapefruit bitters, definitely, because you can't see the side. These are grapefruit bitters. How many grapefruit bitters? Like 4 dashes. 4 dashes of grapefruit bitters. Obviously, the cinnamon and the bitters create the cinnamon and the bitters create the Dawn's mix. All right, the grenadine helps out. Now we need to put in a little bit of rum. What types of rum? We're going to be splitting our rum base. Normally, I would say a 151 is going to do really well in here, and it would. But instead, we're going to keep going with the Bon Bon and Smith and Cross. 1 ounce of some overproofed Jamaican rum. We are also going to reach for a regular proof rum. This one's coming out of the Dominican Republic. It is Kiss rum. Yes, thank you, the UF Mark. That is exactly what they were doing. The grapefruit bitters came dressed today as rhubarb bitters. It's going to help us out. 1 ounce of a really nice, just like an aged rum is what we're looking for. Something nice and like mellow. Something from the DR, something from the DR. All right, open that. All right, now make sure I got everything. Otherwise, we're going to have a whole situation where people are telling me that I don't even know how to make my own drink. 2 dashes of some absinthe. Boop. 2 dashes of absinthe. 2 dashes of some Angostura bitters. And, oh, good. Thank you, Bon Bon. Kiss Rum was surprisingly good. I thought I did a pretty good job of selling it a while ago, but you never know. You never sell Dr. Taco on that rum, but maybe Dr. Taco is not my target audience, and that's fine. You got to know your target audience. Let's get out our cutting board. Huge. Get out the big one. And let's bring out... No, whatever, that's just going to stay there. There is like a brew store right down the street from me. And these guys love selling too much, I believe. I believe they sell way too much dry ice. This is never going to work. Let's pull one of these off, at least. The important thing on the internet is you don't do stuff that you normally do at your house when the internet isn't watching. Normally, I would just grab this stuff right by its white little neck, throw it on there. But not today. Not today. This right here, dry ice. Love this stuff. Try not to touch it with your hands if you can. If you can't avoid it, I totally understand. I can never avoid it. We don't need a lot of dry ice. Just a little. This much dry ice, that's plenty. Plenty of dry ice. Now what the dry ice is going to do, it's going to get way too cold in here, way too fast. I'll put this right here. Put the drink here so we get a nice pretty shot of it. Float this down. And then, using our pinchers, put a little dry ice in here. Now, sorry, I keep yelling now at you guys. It's important to remember that once you put this dry ice in here, you can't drink the drink until the dry ice is gone. Do we understand that? Can we all just agree to that? If you drink dry ice and it happens to go down your gullet, there is a chance that the dry ice will stick to the inside of your throat and there will be no way to get it out. You could pass away. You could perish in that manner. Don't perish in that manner. We're going to grab this dry ice and we are going to drop it in. See? See how it sticks? That's right. Dr. Taco loves you guys. Do not swallow. Bonbon says, do not do it. Do not. I will repeat. The entire time this thing is bubbling, do not drink this until the dry ice is gone. Until there is no remnants. How much remnants? Did I say some remnants? I did not. I said no remnants of dry ice left. This, not good enough to drink. Can't drink it yet. Can you stir it? Sure, we'll stir it. Not afraid of stirring. I wonder how many people, can we just look it up real quick? I'm just going to look it up real quick while we're doing this. How many people die from dry ice each year? We're going to find it out. Ooh. Well, that's not. Oh, 90 people. 90 people each year in the United States die from carbon dioxide poisoning related to dry ice, which includes incidents at work and other situations where dry ice is used improperly. This figure has remained relatively constant over several decades. 90 people. That's plenty of people, guys. Please don't die from dry ice. Danger scenarios. Incidents can occur in properly ventilated areas. Well, that's not what we're talking about. When dry ice sublimates, turns from solid to gas, it releases carbon dioxide, which can build. Okay, well that's not choking on dry ice. The exact number of deaths may depend on reporting and data. Okay, well, leads to four. Oh, sorry. CO2 inhalation from dry ice leads to 4 fatal incidents in 5 years. Well, that's in Japan. Anyway, do your very best to not drink dry ice. That down there. That's the bad stuff. So we'll let that sit off to the side. Once that's nice and cold, we'll drink that one. We have plenty to drink here. We're in a good spot. And we'll go from there. Thank you, Bon Bon. It's a great looking cocktail. Couldn't agree more. Outside of a few of the privateer bottles, I haven't found many American rums I like much at all. Uh-oh. It's getting better, though. Whew. Okay. Let's do the scariest thing we can with... How much time do we have left? Plenty. Oh my gosh. We're running out of time. I'm going to try and let you guys in. All right? If you want to be a guest on Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks, now is your time. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to invite a guest. Yeah, we're going to invite a guest. So we're going to copy link. Actually, Jeremy Foot, I am Beetle Goose. Beetle Goose. Like a goose from Top Gun. I'm Beetlejuice and Beetle Goose. There we go. That right there should populate. Follow this right here, and it will ask you for a password. It is the same password it has always been. We will only change the password when somebody infiltrates us. And at that point, I don't know what to do. This is ridiculous. Do you guys hear how silly this sound is? The password is... That's a glove. That's a glove. Pop on over there. We will see if we can invite people in here. Like me. Yes, exactly like you. That's a glove. He's Goose. He's responsible for Maverick's redemption arc. Yes, same thing as Lydia Dietz. I'm also responsible for her redemption arc. She was kind of a bitch in the first 2 movies, or in the first movie. Is anybody able to get in? I don't know. We're just going to sit here. It's the Halloween show. This is going. See if this all works. After which we will guest here. Others. Did it work? How do we spell it? Does it have a pun? That's a glove. Is that correct? I think it's... That's a glove. Capitalize every word. Every capital T, capital A, capital G. That's a glove. This is the scariest thing I can do, guys. I'm just sitting here being vulnerable on the internet. If you're watching over on Instagram, pop on over to YouTube, where we're at least talking. But right here, we're not doing much. We still struggling with that password? Nope. Okay. Let's start a new room then. Reload. Try another one. Okay, all right. We're going to create a room. We're going to call it... I got to put my... Oh, somebody's in there. 1 second. Wait, how can somebody be in there? I've closed the room. Enter the room. That's a glove. Enter the room. Wait, how are people in there? What am I hearing? Oh, that's somebody. Oh, hey. That looks like... Now I'm going to put you guys on mute. That looks like it is the... I'm hearing Doug. Yes, we're going to bring in Doug. 1 second. I think we got it working. I hear no echo yet. Yes. Oh, that's a glove. That's exactly right. 1 second. We're going to bring in a guest. Oh, Lord. Give it 1 second. VOD room, properties. Okay. And then we're going to go over here And we have to capture a group scene. So we're going to copy link here. Then we're going to put this here. We're going to delete. We're going to backspace. And we are going to paste. We're going to put OK. Oh my gosh. Look at this. We have guests. Now, Doug, can you hear me? Okay, now I can hear myself. Can we turn down? You can't hear me on your phone. Okay, 1 second. I can fix that. I think I can fix that. Oh. Customize. Yeah. Now you hear me. Oh, wait, sorry. Now you hear me on. There's Bon. Looking good. 1 second. Can we all see everybody that's going on? Yes, we can all see everybody. That's good. Okay, 1 second. How about now? Can you hear me now? Check. Can you hear me now? No. We're doing scary stuff today, guys. You heard me for a minute, and now nothing. Okay, check. We're going to mute everybody. See if that works. Okay, check. Can you... I think you guys should be able to hear me through this. Customize. Oh, guess hear others. We're going to have you guys not hear others. And then we are going to... see, add to scene 1, add to scene 1, add to scene 1. Oh gosh, okay, now we got 2 things going on. We're working. Okay, I'm gonna remove you guys from scene 1. You guys are there. Okay. I don't know why you guys can't hear me. Now, Moose, can you say something? Okay, you're hearing me, but you're hearing me way late. Right, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, you guys can hear each other. Okay, 1 second. Oh, what about that? What if I enable myself? How about now? Can you guys hear me now? Who is? The camera's 10 feet to my left. Well, the camera looks good where I'm at. So if you guys can see each other, then I am happy with that. You guys can hear me through the... Okay, Can you guys hear me through your cameras? Or, sorry, through your things or through your TVs? Because I am going to ask people to turn their TVs down. Because I am hearing a crazy echo. You know when radio hosts tell you don't turn your TV on or your radio on? So Bon's hearing me through the phone, but not through the computer she's looking through. Now everybody's hearing me twice because everybody can hear everybody echoing through everybody's stuff. That is where we're at right now. This is why this is the scariest situation. Okay, Bon says take a vote. Okay. Can everybody turn down whatever they're watching me on? Turn it down. Okay, Bon says off. Okay, that's off. Okay, now I guess you got, okay, now the beetle curse. Yes, exactly. The beetle curse. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to find out how to make it so that you guys can hear me, because suddenly all the echoing went away, and that's awesome. So let's find out how you guys can hear me through here. What is this? Cancel? No, we don't. Okay. Yeah, not that. Wait, what about this? Check. Oh, you can hear me. Okay, but can you hear me now? Okay, you guys can hear me right now. Not. Okay, Bon cannot. What is different about Moose than everybody else? Everybody else? Yeah. It sounds like I'm across the room. Okay. I wonder what my audio settings are. 1 second. It might be that I have stupid audio settings. And that could be the issue. And if we could figure that out, boy, we would have a... What's that? I'm not you. Oh, which camera am I using? Oh, you guys are seeing this camera? Oh, hi. I see what you're saying now. I didn't know what you were saying. Okay, give me a second. I found my audio sources. 1 second. Cable C. How about that now? Oh, wait, why'd that go? Oh, and then output. Oh, sorry. Output is, that's audio sources. And then I can hear you guys the right way. That should be my regular speakers. Now, what? Oh, video source. Oh my gosh. What if we figure this out right now? I think we have to put in OBS virtual camera. And does that do it? Hey! And I can't hear a thing. I can't hear an echo at all. We've done it. Yay! Hey, we went through the scary times to get us here. Okay. Now, there is the whole world. Listen. Okay. We have you all in here now. I'm very excited. Hello. Now, I assume, Bon, I can only assume, you look just like me. This has to be a Dr. Cush outfit. Am I correct? She can't hear. Oh, she can't hear me. Okay. 1 second. 1 second. Okay, let's bring this back up. Why can't Bon hear anybody? We're going to figure it out. Bon should be able to hear everybody. I assume that's Bon. That's not just me, is it? Okay, Bon should be good here. If I mute Bon, no, everybody should be good. Huh. Well, beyond that, I don't know. That's at this point, that might be on Bon's side. Kyle Tender says we can't hear them yet. Oh, you guys can't hear them. 1 second. I think I can fix that too. If we go here.
Hearing each other, but we're not. Nobody's hearing.
Okay,
or Bon's not hearing us.
Why are we obsessed?
Right. Okay.
I think you need to turn on the microphone, Bon.
Yeah. 1 second. That should be everybody. We still can't hear them. Oh, we can? Now we can. Okay. Everybody say hello.
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 Not Bon. Bon's not saying anything. I guess. Yeah. Everybody else can hear. Okay, now we can. Okay. We have done it. We have done it. We now have the ability. Okay, so the room that you now, for everybody that's not in that room, you guys don't know what I'm talking about. But for you guys, this is now the VIP room. We will have the VIP room up. You guys can join. You guys can hang out. So even if I am not able to see or hear you guys, I will be able to hang out. We can't hear Dr. Bon Cush. Yes, no, we know that. We don't know why that is, but the fact that we can hear everybody else means I think that Bon might be a little too deep into character and is also having audio issues. That, I believe, is how very deep Bon's character goes. Bon does not do almost. Bon doesn't do nothing. All right. Oh, she got it with the shirt reveal. We didn't have a costume planned, but I do want to announce that Bon Bon has won the costume contest. Obviously, we look exactly alike. She's also having audio issues, just like I am. She probably is like 5 days. I imagine that Bon Bon at some point went on to antibiotics. She's about 4 or 5 days into it. She is a true trooper, the only true Cush that there is outside of here. Kyle Tender really liked that. Kyle Tender thinks having audio issues is the funniest possible way that you can do a Cush impression. That makes me laugh so hard. Thank you, Bon Bon. That is the best costume possibly ever. That one makes me laugh that you also have audio issues. Moose, I don't want to poo-poo you, Moose, but you also look amazing. I love the pumpkin. Thank you, Bon Bon. Thank you, Bon. I love the David S. pumpkin. What do you got there, Moose?
Do you see what I find?
It's tough for me to see.
It's juleglögg. Christmas glögg.
Oh, Gloog!
Yes.
Gloog! I love it. Perfect. If Tammy ever gets, if Kyle ever gets Tammy as a guest, we should have a competition of the
It's not the
curses.
same as blue
Tammy
wine,
versus
it's
the blender versus
Christmas
Cush versus a
Saint.
breakout room. I agree. Is it any good? Is the glue any good there, Moose?
Yeah,
Is it
it's a
good?
bit sweeter than blue wine.
Yeah,
It's
it's
more or
good
less
for.
same,
Yeah,
but
it's,
sweeter.
oh, it's a sweeter glue vine.
Yeah.
Glue vine already hitting that sweet spot for me. This right here, guys. Oh, sorry. This right here, guys, is the drink. All of the ice is gone, so we are free to drink our cocktail. People are loving the method costuming. Bravo. It took me a minute, Bon Bon. It took me a minute to get it, but once I did, that's the funniest costume I think I've ever seen. Dr. Cush, and you nailed it by having audio issues. That makes me laugh. That's perfect. All right, guys, we did it. We have a breakout room. I knew we would get it done eventually. So now, in the future, if you want to come on the show, follow that link. Follow that link that you have. We'll post it. I think I'll post it in a couple different places around. Maybe the Patreon, maybe a few other spots, so everybody can see it. And if we do decide to change the password, I will let you know, but it will stay that password for at least a little bit. As long as that is good, I think we're good. Thank you, Scotty DuBois. That was awesome. That was awesome. I'm really having a hard time determining how much Bon Bon and I mean, like, we look exactly alike. I mean, that is, if you just are looking at the two of us, I was wondering why I couldn't keep my eyes off of that bottom right part of the screen. That is spectacular. Really, really good. Really, really good. I'm sure. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. You got it up. I'm sure everybody understood exactly what you were talking about when you were putting that costume on. Oh my gosh. All right. Guys, that's a Halloween show. We faced our fears. We did some whatever you call it. We did the stuff. And thank you all for turning down your televisions. If you are going to join the breakout room or the VIP lounge, please either have headphones or turn off your stuff. Otherwise, I'm going to have to mute you. But for now, we've done it. Thank you, Paulie Bellinardo. Great Halloween show. Congratulations to your Dodgers. I wish the great denizens of LA wouldn't burn down the city every time something good happened. But other than that, pretty great. Cheers to you guys all. I appreciate you tuning into the Halloween show. We will be back here on Saturday where we will be making my world famous tonic syrup. So hopefully you guys are into that. Until then, let me just say cheers. Thank you. And goodbye. Goodbye, Moose. Let's see if this thing works. It does not. I want to play the, oh, there it is. Give it a second. It's coming back. Songs. Sorry. As always, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys on Saturday for Dr. Grizzly Dog Drink. A very spooky and happy Halloween to all of you guys. Thank you for sitting around with me, learning how to do these breakout rooms. Between That and alligators, my biggest fears. Cheers, guys.